my glam girls, welcome back to my channel. It's Chelsea, where we talk about all things glam and all things girly with a side of fitness. So today I am making a video on how this week went with my workouts, but you guys were really intrigued about what I've been eating. I recently posted some before and after pictures and I myself was blown away. I was like, whoa, I guess it is what you eat that makes a difference. So in this video, I'm also going to be sharing what I've been eating the past couple of weeks and what's been working for me. And hopefully that can give you some tips and suggestions as to what might work for you. But before we get into that, I just want to say thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I truly do appreciate it. If you are new, I would love for you to click that subscribe button and join the Glam Girl Squad. Thank you to everyone who helped me get to 20K. Yay! The next goal is 50K. Let's spread the word about GlamGirlChelsea. If you think you might want to be here for some beauty and fragrance, all the things beauty and fragrance, and then on this fitness journey with me, this health journey with me, click that subscribe button. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for deciding to come back and support my channel. I truly appreciate however you decide to show up for me, whether it's watching, commenting below, liking my videos, shopping through my links, just engaging with me and each other. I truly do appreciate it. And I truly do appreciate you. So let's get right into this video. Okay, so let's start off with the workouts because we can get through that really quickly. So if you don't know, if this is your first time here, I've been working out consistently 4 to 6 times a week since like mid to end of February. In a nutshell, I just really want to get back into better health, and I knew that working out was one of those ways to do it. I'll be 40 in September, so I don't have age on my side. I don't have youth on my side as much as I used to before. So I knew I had to get moving. So this week, I really wanted to focus in on trying to get 10,000 steps per day. That is one of my new goals. Every day, I want to hit at least 10,000 steps. And some of you all have been sharing with me this next tip. My sister was sharing it with me. I'd seen it elsewhere. Walking. Oh my gosh, walking. Walking is the way to go. And so I was like, you know what? On my lunch break or like right before I go home, let me just take a walk around the campus that my college's campus is on. They actually have a nice little walking, running trail on the campus. So this week I walked 4 days, Tuesday through Friday. And each time I walked, it was about 45 minutes to an hour. One day I went over an hour. I didn't mean to go over an hour, but I lost track of time. But I either walk on my lunch break or like if I'm about to leave to go home, I'll take time then to walk. Let me tell y'all something. Walking outside is so much more exhausting than I thought it would be. Now, I'm walking, like I'm not walking at a pace where like I can't talk. Like a lot of times when I was walking, I was talking to my sister. So I'm walking at like a nice steady pace, nothing that's extremely crazy, but enough to like get my heart rate up a bit. While I'm walking, I feel great. When I get home, because my plan was I'm gonna walk at work to get my steps in, and then I'm gonna go home and do a Grow with Jo workout. If you don't know, Grow with Jo, absolutely love her. If you've ever seen any of my workout videos, it's usually her videos that I'm doing. She is phenomenal. So I was like, I'm going to do my walking at work because initially I wasn't thinking the walking would be my workout. Go home and do a Grow with Jo workout or get on the Peloton. I get home and I am so beat. Well, no other workouts being done that day. So Monday I did the Peloton. Tuesday through Friday I just walked at work. And then Saturday, I did a Grow with Jo workout. So this week, I hit 6 days of working out. I feel amazing because that's like the ultimate goal. But like 4 to 6, 4 is my min, 6 is like, I'm killing it this week. So I'm very happy with that. And I've noticed a huge difference in like incorporating walking because I feel like not only do I get my steps in, it also helps sometimes with my sugar cravings, my hunger cravings. So there's been times where I'm like, I want something sweet. I want a little snack. And it's like, I probably shouldn't eat anything because I'm really not hungry. I've noticed sometimes I want to snack when I'm bored. Like I've just been sitting at a computer for a long time. So it's like, what can I do to pass the time while I'm just here working? I find that sometimes I want to eat. So going on these walks have helped me to like overcome the urge to snack. So like one day, I think it might have been Tuesday or Wednesday, I had eaten my lunch and I was like, I need something sweet. And I said, Chelsea, you don't need anything sweet. You need to sit for a moment and let your food settle. Like you just ate. So like give your body time to recognize that it's not hungry. So I teach anatomy and physiology. If you're not aware, I teach it at a community college. And so it takes about sometimes 20 minutes from the time that you've finished eating for your body to realize, or 20 minutes from the time that you started eating, I'll say that, for your brain to realize like, oh, like we have food now, so I can turn down these hunger feelings or these hunger sensations. So if you, especially if like you eat really quickly, it's not uncommon for you to still feel hungry after you've eaten a meal, because it hasn't caught up to your brain that you've actually eaten and you're okay. So I remember being like, I'm not gonna eat anything. I still have time on my lunch. I'm gonna go for a walk. I went for a walk, and by the time I was done walking, I wasn't hungry. So like the walks have been phenomenal. Definitely has been like a de-stressor, especially during the day. It's like helped to like break up that monotony of the day, or if it's been kind of a stressful day, like by the time I'm done my walk, like I'm de-stressed. I mean, it's like there's so many benefits that I have been experiencing with these walks that I'm like, they are a must. They are a must. So I'm so thankful to you all, to my sister, who has been talking about walking, because my sister, what she'll do is she works out in the morning and then she'll do her walks like throughout the day. And I told her, I was like, I don't know how you do these 2-a-day workouts, because I can't get home and work out for nothing. I'm too tired. And she was like, I don't be doing that. I get my workout in the morning. She was like, so by the time I'm done walking, like I'm done. And I was like, okay, that's smart. I'm not at the point in my life where I'm waking up early yet, because I still be going to bed late. But I was like, I talked to Alicia, which she's got a channel here. She's a fitness expert. And FYI, I'm nobody's fitness expert at all. I'm just sharing my journey. So please, if you take any advice from me, please consult your doctor before you like do anything. I'm nobody's expert. I'm just sharing my journey. Okay? Okay. So I was speaking to Alicia about it, and I was like, Alicia, I'm so spent from these walks. And she was just like, your body's just getting used to like the accumulated steps compared to what I was doing before. Even with me working out, I still was only like doing my like workouts at home. I still was only averaging maybe like 3,000 to 5,000 steps per day before I started walking during the day. So that's been the workout. Been really happy with that. And it was today, I'm filming this on Saturday. So after I work out, if you don't follow me on Instagram, you should. But on Instagram and in my Instagram stories, I do post a recap of my workouts every day that I work out, right? So this morning I was editing my video and I was like, Chelsea, you're looking a little snatched, honey. And I was like, man, I feel like I can see my own results. So that led me to do this before and after that you see here. And when I say I was blown away, I could not believe it, y'all. I was like, oh my gosh. So then I was like, well, when did I take this before and when did I take this after? Well, the after was today. The before was May 22nd. It's been exactly 19 days between this before and after. I was baffled. Like the mind blown emoji was me this morning. And I was like 19 days and I look like I have shed between 10 and 15 pounds, which according to the scale, I've only lost about 4 to 5 pounds, but clearly you can see inches has been lost. And I said, wow, the saying is true. Abs are made in the kitchen. So when I took the before pictures, I remember waking up, it was a Monday morning, I want to say, and I looked in the mirror and I was just like, Chelsea, what are we doing? Like you're working out, you're, expending all this energy on working out, but you're not really seeing the results that you feel like you should be seeing. So I was talking to my sister and I are accountability partners, and she, I think that same day, I think she had sent me a before and after of her progress. And she was like, I love looking at these progress pictures because sometimes the scales will not show you the progress that you've made. You need to see it like before and after. So I remember being like, I'm getting on it, Chelsea. Like, it's the tongue, it's your mouth. You gotta bring it in. So I took the before pictures, and I even I showed you all some of my other before pictures in the first video that I made like this, and I had my belly covered because I was not ready to show y'all the rawness. And it was more so how I felt like, dang it. Whew, all right. And so I knew what to do, I just needed to do it. And so since May 22nd, I have been really adamant about like, you have the discipline within you to do this. You just really have to tap into it, and it's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult some days, but you can do this, and you have enough support to help you. I have my sister I can lean on. I have Alicia I can call on and be like, Alicia, remind me why I shouldn't have this sugar. I have you guys, like, y'all supporting me and like encouraging me when I post my fitness videos. Like, all of that helps me, because regardless of what some people say, you really don't need to be doing something like this alone, because some days you don't have the strength to do it. Some days you don't have the energy to motivate yourself, and it's great when you have someone else that can like remind you of your goals. So I was like, we know what to do, we just have to do it. So I know for me, and this is what I've learned over years of doing this on and off, girl, meat and bread and meat and processed carbs, we just can't be friends, okay? We can be in a little acquaintance, and even that's got to be monitored, because like, she just doesn't love me the way I love her, okay? She don't. So for me, I knew, cut the bread. In no way, shape, or form do you need the bread unless you're having a cheat meal, but you don't need to have bread unless it's actually for a meal that you're going to enjoy, right? Processed carbs, do your best to eliminate them as best as you can. But also, I also have to accommodate life happening. I'll get into that a little bit more. Intermittent fasting, 12 to 8 is my eating window when I do intermittent fasting. Now, I'll be honest, I don't do it every day, because some mornings I wake up and I am extremely hungry. And for those days, I will go ahead and try to, eat something in the morning for breakfast. But a lot of times I don't eat breakfast, so intermittent fasting is pretty easy for me, because most times I don't really get hungry until about 12, so 12 to 8. After 8, don't put another thing in your mouth, Chelsea, if you don't need it. I'll get into that when I explain it a little bit more. And of course, stay on drinking your water. I'll be honest, I'm still kind of struggling with that. But like, being adamant about, okay, if you feel you're hungry, did you drink some water? Drink some water first. Then let's see if you're hungry. Okay, so getting into some of my meals. With like going back to like eliminating unnecessary carbs. So like for my lunch, and I don't have each, picture that I'm going to show you memorized. I'm just going to talk about like what I remember. So like, meal prepping is what I need to be doing, but I'll be honest, sometimes I don't do it. A lot of times I don't do it. I need to get into the habit of doing it, but I tend to not meal prep. So this is what helps me when I'm on the go, when I don't meal prep. Chipotle. I really enjoy Chipotle for a somewhat healthier option. So what I'll do is like, oh my God, they have their, what is it called? What is that chicken called? Chicken. I can't think of the chicken that they have, but it's seasonal. It is my favorite. Okay, it's a little spicy and I love it. So what I'll do is I'll get a salad, no rice, no beans, add the chicken, fajitas, because those are grilled, and then I'll top it with the hot sauce. That's it. So that's a healthier option for me on the go. Also, there's a grocery store right next to my job. So sometimes I'll go in there and they'll have like prepackaged boiled eggs. Sometimes I'll go and get some boiled eggs and some fruit. I love almonds. I'll get like the actual portion size of almonds, and that'll be my lunch. Okay, Smoothie King needs to go ahead and endorse me, okay? Because the way I love their coconut pitaya bowls, it's really not healthy how much I love them, but I love them. So on days where I'm like, okay, Chels, you want your coconut pitaya bowl, go ahead and get it. It's definitely got a lot of sugar in it, but it has 520 calories. If it's a day, especially where I'm like, I want something sweet, and that something sweet ain't leaving me, I might air for the coconut pitaya bowl as my lunch. And then I already know for that day, your sugar's gotta be pretty much net zero because you've consumed a lot of sugar and carbs in this one bowl. So like there was one day where I had that for lunch, and then for dinner, I had some grilled chicken and broccoli, and that was my dinner. And if I have like a dinner like that where it's like grilled chicken and broccoli, I'll do a nice like 2 cups of broccoli, like of whatever vegetable I'm eating, because I'm like, I'm eating vegetables, I can eat a little bit more of that. And FYI, I'm a person who likes to eat a lot. I am not one of those people who I'm okay with a little bit of here. No, I eat a lot. Like a lot of times I will out eat my husband, and he's got a nice appetite too. I was raised, you don't leave no food on your plate. So like I eat. And that's the reason why like eating is a challenge for me, because I like to eat. You give me a full big bowl of pasta and some bread, and I'm gonna eat it all. Okay. But yeah, so because I do like to eat a lot, I will eat a lot of those things that are healthier. So then I'm kind of killing 2 birds with the same stone. Like I get to eat a lot of it, but then I'm also not packing on the calories. In terms of like what I drink, water, I used to add the meal flavoring to it because it had 0 calories, 0 sugar, but it has dextrose in it. Anytime you look at your food label, if you see a word that has OSE at the end of the word, that's the suffix. OSE in biology is a sugar. It's a carbohydrate. So it's got dextrose in it. That's a sugar. I felt like, especially because like I was adding meal to my water all the time, I felt like it was making me bloated and also making me retain salt, which was also making me to retain water. So I just drink water, no flavoring to it, like synthetic flavoring. Kevin meals, I love Kevin meals. I'm a working mom, married, busy life, right? So, and also I hate to cook. Let me tell y'all, I told Sean this years ago, and I'm telling y'all, let the Lord bless me like how I want him to. Let him do it. Ask me why not have me, a chef up in here, cooking my meals every day. And y'all will not judge me because I done told y'all what I was going to do. When I say I don't like to cook, it brings me no joy to cook whatsoever, okay? So, number 1, I don't be doing a lot in the kitchen because I don't like to cook, all right? So my meals be basic. I would like for them to be better, more flavorful, like, you know, all the things, but I just don't like it. I be tired and I just, no. So Kevin meals are a go-to for me when it's like, I really don't want us to eat out, but I'm too tired to really be cooking nothing. This is the compromise. So their meat meals tend to be healthier than their sides. Their sides, they taste really good, but they've got a lot of stuff added to it. So I love the, there's like a Thai chicken one, a coconut Thai one that I really like. The orange chicken one is really good. There's a cilantro lime that's really good. So they're low calorie, and they also don't have a lot of like added preservatives and things like that. So what I'll do is I'll cook that. You can cook those in like 5 minutes, and then I'll add some veggies to it and like make a bowl. That's my meal. No carb, like no rice with it. The base will just be vegetables, or I'll add like cauliflower rice if I want like rice-ish type of a bowl without the rice. And there's been some mornings where I have had a protein shake, and that was my breakfast. Like, I was like, those mornings I was telling y'all about earlier, where if I wake up early, I mean, not wake up early, but if I wake up hungry, I will go head on and make me a protein shake and either just drink the shake with water, or I might throw it in my smoothie. When I have a smoothie, I usually make my smoothies with like blackberries, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, a banana, and I might throw in the protein powder with water. I try not to add calories where I don't want to add them. So like, I'm not making my smoothies with milk or almond milk. I'm not adding like sugar to it in any type of way, because like I need my calories to go elsewhere. Or it might be a day where I know like I'm going to lunch with my coworker today. So I know I might be going somewhere where, you know, it might be a little harder to make the best food choices. So like I want to conserve my calories where I want them to go. Now, I'm also all about living life and enjoying life. And one thing that I want this journey to be for me is sustainable. Like, I don't want this to be something that is so strict and rigorous that I'm good for a couple months and then I completely fall off. Because that's what's happened in the past, and it's just not sustainable. So my family and I, like when we get together, we eat, and we eat whatever it is that we want to eat. Same thing when I hang out with my girlfriends or we're celebrating something. Like, I want to be able to enjoy those moments. So last weekend, my brother came in town, my sister came in town, and we, after church, that Saturday, we went to go get some Caribbean food. I had curry chicken. Curry chicken came with rice and peas. I love their macaroni and cheese. Had me a little macaroni and cheese. But what I'm learning is moderation. So I ate my curry chicken. Did I eat all the rice? Girl, I might have eaten all the rice. I think I ate almost all the rice. I ate the cabbage, and then the macaroni and cheese. Sean and I split one serving of it, but I didn't even eat all of my half. And I was like, don't stuff yourself. Like, you're right there at being full, but don't stuff yourself. And then that Sunday, the very next day, we went to lunch after church. I had me some chicken and waffles, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. But I don't think I had dinner that day. Let me think to myself. No, I didn't. So we ate lunch like 1 o'clock, and the chicken and waffles was very hearty. It had, girl, let me tell you, it was chicken and waffles with some chicken sausage gravy and a biscuit. It was so good, y'all. It was so good. All right, so by the time I was done, I was full. And I was just like, all right, when dinner rolls around, if you're not hungry, you're not gonna eat. Now, I'm not saying this was like what I should have been doing. I'm not saying this is what you should be doing either. But when dinner rolled around, I really wasn't hungry. I was like, I'm gonna drink some water and I'm gonna be okay. And then I think I ended up getting like just a few grapes because I was kind of hungry as the night went on. So I think I had like a few grapes and I was like, all right, cool, I'm done. I'm not allowing myself to enjoy things. I'm just trying to listen to my body and then stop when I feel full. Like Friday, my family and I, we went to go get some pasta. The girls had pizza. Sean and I had pasta. I love me some pasta. That has to be my favorite food. Pizza and pasta and french fries. I can eat those every day, okay? Okay. Oh, throw in a biscuit too. So I had like a very small slice of the girls' pizza because we had never had pizza from that restaurant. So I wanted to try the pizza. Small slice of the pizza, 1 garlic knot, and then my food came. And I was eating and I started to feel satisfied. And I was like, I'm not even halfway through my pasta. Now, childhood trauma, you better eat everything on that plate, was like, you got a ways to go, Chelsea. You just need to keep eating. Working through trauma, Chelsea is like, Chelsea, you don't have to eat this now. You can box it up, eat it tomorrow. You got an option. Because I'm like, I'm still not wasting the food if I box it up and eat it tomorrow. So I ate like half my pasta. It's still sitting in the refrigerator as we speak. And I was so proud of myself because I did not overdo it. So when it comes to what I've noticed with my fitness journey and my health journey, working out definitely helps. But I'm really seeing change from what I'm putting in my body. And I'm realizing like I don't have to be as restrictive as I thought. I just have to be consistent and like cut the corners where they need to be cut. So for instance, tracking my foods, I told you all in my last video, I love the MyNetDiary app because it helps me to make better food choices. So really quickly, on Friday, I wanted some breakfast and I was like, I want to go to Starbucks. I had some points accumulated, so I was like, I'm going to go to Starbucks. And I was trying to choose between the oatmeal and the egg white bites. They come with like green and red peppers, right? So both egg white bites and oatmeal have about the same calories, like around 170 calories. I was leaning toward the egg white bites, so I put that in the food tracker. Girl, it gave me a rating of a D. I was like, oh my God. I would have never thought that this would not have been the healthier option. Put in the oatmeal, it gave it a rating of an A. And that was for like the plain oatmeal. So I ended up adding almonds to it and the raisins, but I didn't add the cinnamon sugar packet that came with it. And so like, I could have added the cinnamon sugar, but I didn't. The days that I want something sweet, I'm gonna always reach for fruit first, then wait, and then more times than not, girl, you don't need it. You don't need it. And you're going to be okay. Now go walk out the kitchen. I talk to myself like I talk to my kids. Like, put that down because you don't need it and walk away. You can do this. And every time I say no, I wake up the next morning feeling so much better. And then it makes it easier for me to say no again. So like, y'all know, if you don't know, I be staying up late. That's just what I do. I'm working on it, but you know, I stay up late. And so a lot of times when I'm staying up late, I be getting hungry, right? Because it's like 11, 12 o'clock at night. My food is digested. In theory, I'm hungry. And I have told myself so many times, drink some water. You're okay. You don't need it. You're going to be hot. You're going to be sweating. If you eat something now, you're going to have a hard time going to sleep. Like I try to think of all the things that I'm going to experience if I eat whatever it is at that moment. And there has been a couple of times where I've been like, especially if like I work out late and I'm like, I need something. That's when I'll air for like, I'll throw in some nuts. I will maybe eat some grapes or something and then drink a bunch of water. And I'm like, okay, I'm all right. Like I'm off the ledge. But I say, wherever you are, start off small. Like, don't feel like you have to make all of these changes at once because a lot of times it's going to be almost impossible to manage. If you're going from nothing, don't go from nothing to like 5 major changes all at once. That is hard. I mean, some people can do it, but a lot of us cannot. Start with one thing that you want to work on and go from there. So like for me, my sister Whitney, she had been working out since January, I think, or maybe November, December of last year. She was like, I got to start, Chelsea. You know, I got to start losing some weight. And I was seeing her working out. And I was like, you know what, Whitney, if you can do 15 minutes a day, I can do 15 minutes a day. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to commit to working out. That's where I started. My eating had not changed really at all. And I did that for like 2 months until I was like, okay, I'm working out. I've got this under control. I'm not really seeing the results. Then that's when I was like, okay, let's curtail on this eating. Start somewhere, but don't make the change so drastic to where it becomes discouraging. So like, I used this example before. It might have been in my other video. If you're somebody who drinks soda, you're like, I'm so addicted to soda, I cannot help it. Okay, still have your soda, but maybe don't have as many throughout the day. And like take those baby steps. But whatever you do something that you can be consistent with because that's the key. It is consistent key. consistency is where it's at, because I can do all of these changes, but if none of them are sustainable, I'm not going to get anywhere but 10 steps back. So whatever progress I make, I'm just going to be regressing probably in the same amount of time, because it's too much at one time. And understand, it took time for the weight to be put on. It's going to take time for the weight to fall off. But if you're consistent with it, the weight will come off. You will reach your goals. And that, I think, I was talking to my sister, that is the hardest thing, because it's like, when I started with using the MyNetDiary food tracker, I put in my current weight, I put in my goal weight, and it was like, you will lose this amount of weight in 4 months. And I was like, 4 months? Jeez, that's a long time. Because I want the weight gone now. In theory, I want to work hard for 1 week and then be like, bam, here we are. Doing it the way that is paced in the food tracker allows me to enjoy life and be consistent in what I'm doing. So I hope this helps you all in terms of ideas. Oh, one other thing I wanted to point out. Spaghetti is such an easy meal to make for the house, especially when like I want a meal that's quick and I don't really have to put a lot of effort into it. So I'll use zucchini noodles instead of pasta noodles. So still making my, I use turkey meat. So turkey meat, adding jar pasta to it, because like I said, I don't like to cook, so we're not doing nothing homemade. I'll buy the zucchini noodles already spiraled, and there's spaghetti with a healthier option. So I hope this video helps you all in terms of trying to figure out what are some things that you can do. And sometimes the swappings just aren't going to be as good as the original thing. And that's okay. And I'll tell you what my sister told me. I will eat it again. And when I'm able to eat it again, I will have the discipline to not overdo it. So my suggestion when it comes to your eating, take it in small strides. Try to find compromises or swaps. Like, I love tortilla chips, and I found these chips. I can't remember the name of them now. Oh, I think it's in the food tracker. But I found these chips that are so good. They taste like Cool Ranch Doritos with like a little bit of jalapeno kick to it. So good. And they're, you know, a little bit of a healthier chip, if you will. So on Taco Tuesdays, I'll still eat a taco shell, but the tacos that I eat, the taco shells that I eat, 2 of them are 140 calories. So I'll have my 2. I'll have 12 chips, the serving size of the chips. And then I'll have my meat. I will literally do a dazzle of cheese. I mean, it's so little cheese. I'll add some hot sauce, and I'll grill some peppers. So like red pepper, green pepper, yellow peppers, and then onions. I'll grill that, put it in my taco, and that's dinner. So I'm getting my little chip because it's Taco Tuesday, but I'm not overdoing it, and I'm not just eating it and adding the queso to it and like all the things that can add a lot of extra calories that we don't need, or that I'm speaking for myself, that I don't want because of the goals that I'm going for. So I hope that this helps you. Some of you all have asked me to do on Instagram. Some of you all have asked me to like do what I eat in a day. So I'll start tracking like the actual meals that I have. So the next time I do this video, you can actually see what I'm eating. And I'll try to remember to like explain like how I prepare foods, why I'm, eating this or that. I didn't obviously like take pictures of my food and stuff because I really didn't think y'all would be interested. I didn't know where this was gonna go. So I was like, I'm not putting nothing out there unless people ask for it. Because if you're not interested, then there's no point in me sharing it. But I will make sure to keep track of my food so y'all can see what I'm eating, see ingredients, and then go from there. Like I said, I am no fitness personnel. I am a mom and a wife working full time, who's a content creator, who's just out here trying to be the best version of herself that she can be. So I'm hoping that this journey inspires you, because all of us got a lot on our plates, right? And sometimes you just need to know you're not alone. And don't ever beat yourself up because you're not where you want to be. Like I said, just try to figure out one aspect of your day that you want to like be consistent in. Like just start somewhere that's small, that's doable, because naturally you're going to make progress. You're going to feel better. You're going to realize like, man, I don't even need that biscuit like I thought. Let me just not have the biscuit at all. And before you know it, you're making progress toward your goals versus looking at the bigger picture and being like, oh my God, I have X amount of weight that I need to lose and I need to lose it fast. And now you're like, all right, no carbs, no sugars. I'm supposed to work out 5 times a week and you're not doing anything. Like that math is not even mathing. So show yourself grace and take it one day at a time. Look, I am here for you. Comment down in the comment section. Better yet, if you follow me on Instagram, we can chat through the DMs. If you know me, you know I'm very responsive through my DMs. I love connecting with you all. So if you do need me and you're like, look, Chelsea, I'm hungry. I want whatever it is that you know you don't want to eat, but you want it. Hit me up. I am more than happy to be like, all right, let's talk it through. Let's take a walk, drink some water. What's an alternative? Because I want to see you guys win. I want to see you being your best self. And like I said, you guys have poured into me so much and like helped me on this journey. I want to do the same for you. So we're in this together. We can do this. And I hope this video helps. I will leave in the description box. I'll try to remember to leave in the description box the name of the food tracker, which is MyNetDiary that I use. I will tag Grow with Jo. Her workouts are everything to me. I'll tag Alicia as well. She is amazing and she is the fitness expert as well as Jo with Grow with Jo. But yeah, we're in this together and we're gonna win. We're gonna do this. So let me know if you have any questions down below. Let me know if there's specific things that you wanna see in these videos moving forward so I can make sure to try to incorporate them so they can be as helpful to you as possible. And guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. And if you've made it to this point in the video and you have yet to subscribe to my channel, I would love for you to consider subscribing and joining the Glam Girl Squad because we love to have you. And guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. And I really hope to see you in my very next video. Bye, guys.